and they don't give a fuck about us. 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 No, they could care less if we live or die. Wanna see us in a casket, don't ask me why, cause we live life by our terms, our rules, and we ain't about to apologize. But when do they really start giving us shit? When my rhymes leak inside their children's minds, give them thoughts to call it quits, to leave the hype behind, ask questions, never take no shit. Too legit for some, taking blows to the chest. We making new troublemakers running on the block, teach them how to use their common sense, and the only thing we fear is death. But God, pray my brothers get to live it up large. Wanna see them on the TV driving fancy cars, and I know they got the will to make it, unless the law strikes them down, cause you know trouble's just around the corner. And Lord, I pray that you see the horror. They don't give a fuck about us. And they don't give a fuck about us. And they don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about us. And they don't give a fuck about us. Who said money and power is the only motivation? Got myself on my hands and knees praying, asking for forgiveness. But when you live enough, you see the business. End of this shit, you see your best friends turn against you and your enemies with the shit. Change is just about everybody in it. You see the true colors in the fist type grip around your collar. Bone crushers, enough to say we're getting hotter than the sun and the stars and the moon. But greedy motherfuckers try and end it too soon, and that's when I start to sweat. Got me looking at my window posted, cause it's hard to forget where you are, but easy to slip up on the past when the money's coming too fast. Get it both ways, you know it want it, as long as it lasts, it's a must. And they don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about us. And they don't give a fuck about us. And they don't give a fuck about us. And they don't give a fuck about us. Youngers dying on the streets of living hell, so we try and live it up instead of dwell on the past and those we've forgotten, shotting down in the prime, plotting revenge as sweet as mine. But it's a cold, cold world, ain't a friend in sight. They all enemies, faking love till the pit of the night. Streets is like a jail cell, but sometimes you need the darkness to see the light. Hell, live life by those terms and you'll make everything you earn. A flower grows in mud and the ab makes for love. On top of all that, I still show a youngin' up. Brothers and sisters gather round the blunt smoke. Listen to the wisdom of the words spoke by the preacher man telling prophecies, I quote. You can't grow if you can't trust. And they don't give a fuck about us. And they don't give a fuck about us. And they don't give a fuck about us. And they don't give a fuck about us.